All right, hi everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us today for our session focusing on A+ content to enhance your listings in the Amazon store. My name is Yas and I'm on the Seller University team. In today's session, we're going to cover an overview of A+ content, including the benefits and eligibility requirements, how to get started creating content, and also best practices for creating content, as well as tips for troubleshooting and editing your content submissions. Your presenters today will be Parker and Ben and Becca on Q&A. They'll be spending the first part of our time today walking through a presentation before we transition into the Q&A portion. So as a reminder for Q&A, you can feel free to add your questions into the question functionality that you just used now throughout our time. We do have team members that are monitoring this and will either address them as they come in or surface live after the presentation. And please note that the specialists we have on the line are specifically for the topics that we cover in session, so please keep all questions related to the topics presented. And with that, I will pass it off to Ben to get us started.
Hey everyone, thanks for hopping on. So if you own or manage a brand in the Amazon store, enrolling in Brand Registry can let you access additional tools for building, managing, and protecting your brand. One of these tools is A+ content, which can let you enhance the product detail pages for your brand. Before we dive too far into that, let's cover a little bit about what is Brand Registry. Brand Registry is a free service that can help you build and protect your brand in the Amazon store. Enrolling gives you greater control over your product detail pages and grants automated protections against counterfeits and bad actors. To be eligible, you'll need a registered or active trademark for your brand, or a pending trademark application or registration in some cases. Once you're enrolled, you'll be able to start submitting A+ content for your branded listings. A+ content is a feature that allows brands to highlight and describe product features and details using enhanced product descriptions and brand story content. Enhanced product descriptions can include up to 5 modules, including your brand logo, various text and image placements, and charts for product comparisons and technical specifications. Brand story content lets you add up to 19 modules, including a brand logo and description, images, question and answer lists, and product links arranged in a clickable carousel. Adding A+ content to your product detail pages can result in higher conversion rates, increased traffic, and increased sales when used effectively. Designing and adding content to your listing requires no prior coding or web design experience. Standard A+ content lets you provide more details on product features with an enhanced product description to complement bullet points and images on the main product detail page. These details appear in the product description section of the detail page and can help customers make purchase decisions. A+ content in this section includes custom paragraph headers and images, unique image and text layouts, product comparison charts featuring a minimum of 2 products from your brand, and a rich text editor, which can be used for bulleted and numbered feature lists. You can also use A+ content to add a brand story to your listings. Brand story content is shown in a dedicated From the Brand section on detail pages, separate from the product description. Brand story modules support full-screen background displays with image and text card carousels, which you can use to highlight key brand elements like a logo or description. You can also link other products within your brand story to help customers discover your wider catalog. Communicating your unique brand identity to customers can help you differentiate yourself and build trust with customers. Use your brand story to tell customers who you are, what you do, and what your brand stands for, and why they should trust you. To create A+ content for your product, start by selecting A+ Content Manager from the Advertising menu on the Seller Central homepage. Next, click Start Creating A+ Content and choose either Enhanced Product Description or Brand Content. And actually, When you do see that, you'll probably actually see basic or brand story. Follow the on-screen prompts to name your content and then choose the modules you'd like to use. Next, you'll add text and images. When you're adding an image to your content, you can upload a new image by dragging and dropping into the Add Image Uploader, or choose an image from your media library. Media library includes images you've previously uploaded in A+ content or other programs like sponsored brands. It lets you categorize images with tags and search, sort, and filter images based on criteria like size and last modified date. While you're adding content, you can click preview at any time and see how it will appear on both desktop and mobile. After adding your text and images, apply ASINs to the content in the ASINs tab on the content details page. You can add any ASIN registered to your brand using the search box. Be sure to use clear, high-quality images with no watermarks and with any text big enough to be read on mobile devices. After choosing your ASINs, click Apply. You can also use the bulk upload feature to upload a spreadsheet with the ASINs if you want. You'll be required to use bulk upload if you want to add more than 1,000 ASINs to the content. Bulk uploads can be used for up to 500,000 ASINs. Before you submit your content, you can create language variations for your content. For example, you may choose to create a language variation for Spanish in the US. This would copy your content originally written in English, and the ASINs it's applied to as drafts to Spanish translations, which you can review and submit individually later. Amazon may also create language variations automatically if you haven't previously published the content. You can edit or delete them using the A+ Content Manager. After creating your language variations, click Review and Submit to review the final draft of your content, then click Submit for approval and validation. It can take up to 7 days to review and approve your content. All A+ content must be submitted for approval. Once submitted, it can take up to 7 business days to review or longer during peak business periods, like a holiday season, for example. Once their submission is approved, it can take 24 hours for the content to be published and show on the store. I think I've got one more slide. Any A+ content submissions that's rejected will provide the reasons when you open. Will provide the reason when you open the A+ Content Manager. If your project has been rejected, double-click the A+ Content Guidelines against your submission to find any issues. If your content doesn't appear on the detail page of 24 hours, after 24 hours, once the status is approved, check the applied ASIN. If your ASIN shows an error, click Details to see the full error message. If the ASIN shows a published status, a technical error may have occurred, which can often be corrected by resubmitting your A+ project.
Thanks, Ben. Hey, everybody, this is Parker, and I'm going to take the second half of this presentation. So editing A+ content. You can review and edit A+ projects after you have submitted them for approval. Project names can be edited after submitting for, or cannot be edited after submitting for review. So to change the name of the project, you'll choose to the project and click Duplicate from the drop-down menu. This will create a new version of the content, which you can title with your new name. Next, you will apply the ASINs to the duplicate project, review it, and submit it for approval. Next, if you want to change the text or images you've submitted, choose the project you'd like to change, click Edit from the drop-down menu. You can update text directly in the text boxes and use the X icon to remove any images and upload new ones. When adding new images, you can either choose from the media library, which includes images you've previously used in A+ content or other programs, or upload brand new ones. Be sure to review your changes before submitting for approval. You can also add products to an existing project by selecting Edit from the drop-down menu. Use the search bar to find and select the products you want to add. You can also use the bulk upload feature to upload a spreadsheet with all of the ASINs that you'd like to apply. Bulk uploads are required when adding more than 1,000 ASINs to a project. Great. Now we can talk about some best practices for creating A+ content. Remember to only use unique text and images for A+ content. Do not reuse content already published on the listing because images must be under 2 megabytes in size. And when adding alt text to your images, be sure that it's useful and descriptive for customers. This alt text doesn't display on a product page, rather it's instead used by screen readers and similar apps. So you can also help this can also help your products in search results. Avoid writing text in all caps and overusing bold or italic fonts. Spell out any numbers under 10 and use consistent punctuation. If you reference awards or endorsements for your product, please include a note in the text with the date of the award or endorsement and the granting organization. Don't mention any awards over 2 years old, and any certification claims like recommended by, certified, or approved must be substantiated by a note in the text with the certifying body, publication, or other evidence and year. Environmental claims like eco-friendly or compostable aren't allowed in text or images. Claims like recyclable or ecological need to be substantiated with a note in the text with supporting information like materials used or certifying body and year. Remember that warranty or guarantee information, including references to off Amazon return or refund policies, is not allowed in A+ content. Do not reference your company as a seller or distributor with statements like buy from us for authentic products. Also, avoid mentioning seller authorization statements like only sold by authorized resellers. To use an example, do not use pricing or promotional language like affordable, bonus, buy now, or add to cart. While you can make comparisons against categories like LED light bulbs versus halogen bulbs, products should only be directly compared to other products owned by the same brand. Competitors should not be referenced. Troubleshooting. You may encounter errors during the creation or validation process for your A+ content. Here's some common errors and how to fix them. If you receive an error saying that your ASIN is not recognized as part of the brand, the ASIN isn't properly mapped to your brand. This usually happens when a product has inaccurate listing data, which you can fix by editing. A brand name mismatch is another one of the most common errors that can cause this. Double check that the brand name listed for the ASIN matches the name approved by brand registry exactly, including any spacing, capitalization, and punctuation. This can also happen when a product is listed in the wrong category or has an inaccurate GTIN, like a UPC or key attribute, like a part number or model number. Confirm that the product's selected category is accurate. And if you still receive this error after confirming your ASIN's data is accurate, please contact brand registry for assistance. Other common errors. If you receive an error stating that an ASIN has retail contribution, a retail vendor at Amazon has already added A+ content to this listing. In this case, you won't be able to add A+ content at that time. When vendors contribute A+ content to listings, it appears in a From the Manufacturer section, which replaces the From the Brand section. If you find an error asking you to remove keywords from content before submitting, the system has detected prohibited keywords in your submission. A reduce kilobyte size error means that you need to either reduce the file size of the images you're adding or reduce the number of images you've added overall. All templates can have content in every slot and remain when the size of the limit if image file size is adjusted properly. Premium A+ content. Beyond standard A+ content, you can also use this Premium A+ for access to 6 additional module types. The 6 types are interactive hotspots, video, enhanced comparison charts, larger modules, carousel modules, and Q&A. Interactive hotspots allow you to call out different aspects of a product image with text. This can help simplify complicated product descriptions and can help customers browse through all key product features. Video modules provide even more detail than images. They let you showcase your product in use, giving customers a sense of how a product moves or operates. Enhanced comparison charts are one of the most popular A+ content models, giving customers the ability to compare similar products and can help them make educated purchase decisions and increase conversion. They can also help you upsell products by clearly showing customers if a higher priced product is better value based on specs and features. Large image modules also give you an extra real estate on detail pages to showcase products and answer customer questions. Carousel modules let you tell a story visually to the customers at their own pace. The images in these modules can catch the eye of a customer and encourage them to engage with the content. They can help showcase different uses of a single product or highlight other products in your catalog. Finally, the Q&A modules can help you proactively address customers' most frequently asked questions. Addressing common customer questions or concerns will help you provide a better overall experience and reduce the likelihood of returns. Brand story content can be used with both premium and standard A+ content. To be eligible for premium A+ content, you must already have published A+ brand story content to all ASINs in your catalog and have at least 15 approved A+ content project submissions in the last 12 months. Note, some cases it can take up to 7 days for premium A+ content to appear on a detail page, so please be sure to plan ahead.